Got another replay. This one's a Terran versus Zerg. Boom, boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This can't. It's, you know what? This literally can't be worse than the last one. I do not believe that is possible. It is literally impossible for us to have a worse replay to look at today than the one we just watched with whatever. Whoa, Ashland in this. Oh my goodness. Let's just try to burn that one out of my memories if we can. In the bottom right, we have a Red Zerg player named Skirvin Ho. Unsurprisingly, these Skirvin Hoes ain't loyal. In the top left, representing the clan of a man who only knows how to put extremely photogenic pictures of himself as his YouTube thumbnails. Clan Locos, Hard Neper. Neper is Dutch for anybody wondering. And he's got an SCV scout, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day wherever you are in this great big old wide world, or night. And if you're watching on YouTube, literally any point in time, because that's how Earth works. Why did he build drones and doesn't save for the pool? You know, it's kind of crazy that there's some Zerg players out there that build workers instead of a fast spawning pool. It blows my mind as well. So Silver League incoming, possibly. You guys can send in your dumpster fire games. Yeah, the more of a dumpster fire the game is, the better. You know, I'm taking submissions, especially in the sub chat area of my Discord. Discord.gg/Nathanias. Yes, you get priority if you're a sub because I have to pay my rent so that I can keep playing StarCraft until I become an old decrepit man. And until my life resembles Artosis's, I just won't be satisfied. So we're on our way there, slowly but surely. I could watch this all day. Well, you're a sick, twisted. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Hi, Seetsuma. Good to see you, buddy. This replay is literally a random game that I dropped off of drop.sc. Every day. Well, drop.sc only lets you download the replays that are most recently submitted. So I'm literally just like, what are the last 30 games that people uploaded? Here we go. That's what this is. This game is completely random. I have literally no idea what happens in it. I only know that it is not a super short game and it's not a super long game. It's like a medium length game. This game is like going to Subway and getting a 6-inch sandwich, but with extra meat. And then your wife asks, why not just get a foot long? And then you say, well, I don't need the carbs from the extra bread. I just want more meat. And then you're like, okay, so it's not too much, but it's still satisfying. And you're like, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you enjoy your sandwich and take solace in the fact that you and your significant other have the ability to communicate about basic shit with each other, which is just surprisingly difficult to find these days. Thank you, I am Forever 27 for the 6-month resub. Don't dumpster meme too close to the dumpster sun. I will try to avoid that. It is difficult at times. I have been to the bottom of a few dumpsters and rarely have I found games that look this disgusting. But this one looks like the players have some idea of what they're doing, which is a great step up from the last game. Fusion Core, Viking. Hey, I like what I see. This looks like it's going to be one of those battle cruiser Hellion openings, which are really fun and fantastic. Hi, Katie. What's up? Katie's just looking, just checking it out. Games like the last one make you feel better about yourself. Me too, honestly. Me too. So Reaper Hellion into BC. Super standard, super nice, super normal. I thank you, Rebel Dragon 86 for the gift subs. My favorite thing that happens is like I leave this stuff in and then someone on the YouTube comments is going to be like, I wasn't there live, so I don't care about your alerts. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. You still have to watch them. That's right. I don't know why. I love giving attention to the people that help me pay my bills and support the community because you guys are the best. You guys are awesome. Carapace opening. This actually would nullify the 3 shots that it takes a Hellion to kill a Zergling. So that's quite nice. It's also going to be, this Carapace opening is also fantastic against the Battlecruiser rush too, because BCs, well, their damage output is slow, right? The whole thing with Battlecruisers is they shoot fast and they shoot low amounts of damage. So they go like pew, 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 pew. But having this fast Carapace is really nice. Vikings got 2 Overlord kills, but the Hellions are going to come in and do this hokey pokey thing. The Lings are going to be a little bit more durable than they're supposed to be. But also, perhaps the most important thing to make note of is these Queens, they have 1 armor by default. So now with +2 done, or excuse me, with +1 done, they have 2 armor total. The Battlecruiser with no upgrades does 8 damage versus ground. So now it only does 6. So a huge chunk of the BC's DPS is going to be nullified thanks to that fast +1 Carapace. And this makes it way more easy to defend with just Queens. Now, that being said, there are only 5 of them. So with support from the Hellions, maybe an armory to go for a little Hellbat shove, anything is possible. But Hard Neper, he's just going to go for the bio transition behind this. Gets the BC. He yeets himself into the main base. Look at this. Look at this. He queues up the little back and forth movement while the Hellions go in. And look at this. The Hellions are actually preventing the Queens from running over to help. So even with that Carapace, which, yes, it's nice, but... Oh, yeah, see, it takes another hit to kill the drones with the Hellions, too, because of that. So this BC actually still managed to get a good amount of damage done because of the unit control there. And the Queens are going to come over, but... Oh, I love this. He's just chilling. He's like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to go down there. All the Queens run down there. He's like, no, I'm just going to kill your Overlords. Where are your Overlords? Yeah, look at that. He moves a little bit. He sees the Queens. He's like, nah. I'm just going to supply block you into the... I'm going to send your supply into the Shadow Realm. I love it. Absolutely love it. So the follow-up for the Zerg is going to be Hydralisks. Meanwhile, Terran has Stim, 1-1, a Raven. That's so Raven. And now that the Queen's finally been pulled this way, you could just go to the south side and hit the drones outside the range of the spores. Because the spore crawlers, they only got so much range, you know. I think you could hit a drone or 2 from here. Pull up a little bit. There you go. He was almost able to. I guess he doesn't want to burn all of his APM on that because he still hasn't saturated his gases and his natural. And he has 34 SCVs mining on the minerals, so. He's taking a ninja 4th instead of moving his 3rd out. Okay. Cool. The BC, I think, is still just chilling here. 17 kills total. Total number of drones killed, 17. I'd say, all in all, great harass. Fantastic. The Zerg players gotten their tech up, sure, but they have to replace... Look how many Overlords are being built. The BC did a lot of damage. Oh, wow. If he got that Overseer as well... Ooh, yeah, the Vikings should get that. Every Overlord now is actually such a huge pain in the ass because of the... all that supply block, because he is dumping all of his minerals into Overlords. And Overlords also take larva. That's worth noting. There's a lot of benefits to it. So we've got 2 Ravens. And I think it's hard to do Dorito Cannon micro with bio, but used properly, I mean, it's fantastic. Especially against roaches, right? The anti-armor missile reduces armor by 3. And you can push units into negative too. So these Hydralisks with their +2, they'd actually have -1 armor, which would allow the Marines with +1 to do 8 damage instead of 7. So they literally do bonus damage. It is the only way in StarCraft for a worker to deal more than 5 damage in a hit. This poor Viking's gonna finally die though. Tried to die getting some scouting done. Did not see the infestation pit, tragically. But this Terran, Hard Neper, seems to know what he's doing, right? We got a fusion core with the advanced ballistics. He had it already from the battlecruiser rush, but very quickly getting lib range is huge. Still has the BC alive. And suddenly, this Terran player just exploded out on 5 bases. Got the planetary there, planetary here. 3 orbitals walling off. This looks fantastic. I love what I'm seeing from Hard Neper. Clearly knows what he's doing. And I'm not going to say that Skirvenho has been bad, but he just got absolutely blasted by that BC rush with the Hellions. Just because all the workers in the main died. And the fact that the Terran is still up 11 workers on the Zerg, that ain't right. Lib range is done. Battle cruiser here is just chilling. Some biles might kill it. Oh my god. Well, that was unnecessarily that really didn't need to be like that. Planetary Fortress says, huh? What was that noise? Huh. This Planetary Fortress with the BC are just chilling. And okay, stop building SCVs. He's got 90. He's got 90 SCVs. Getting ready to make the sickest mass liberator transition, I guess. Because it's like you went bio, but there's no medevacs. It was all tech. And now this person's getting ready to do like a 6 base mass racks parade push. No SCVs mining that gas. Now I'm like, I gotta check every base. Okay, so here we go. Lots of Marines. No combat shield? Despite everything, no combat shield. There's no banelings though, so it doesn't really matter. I feel like Hard Neper could win very easily with this push. Dorito cannon or auto turrets, both honestly probably fine. You could use stim. This is, oh Jesus. Oh, this is literally, oh, I can't believe what I'm watching. There we go. Do something. Thank you. I cannot believe Hard Neper is going to lose this fight. Oh my god. That is, without a doubt, the single worst engagement I've possibly ever seen in StarCraft. Like, you got to drop the... He didn't stim. He didn't use Dorito cannon until the army was already dead. No combat shields. That just started. Oh, man. Hard Neper, you actually had me... You had my Neper a little hard until that moment. And now I'm just not sure anymore. He is going to take literally every base on this side of the map, though, which is nice. You saw worse a couple minutes ago? I actually don't know. The Muta Micro was pretty good, despite how bad that game was. Oh, these Hydras are ready to rock. Don't throw your Raven away. No! No! Okay. I got really nervous. Marines running into Colossi. Yeah, that was pretty bad. These cold cast games are gonna... These are gonna kill me, honestly. People say playing Terran makes you age faster. I say casting random ladder StarCraft games is gonna do it to me. And playing Terran as well. That's, yes. Bit of a combination. Little bit of a combination on both parts, if I'm being perfectly honest. So scan. Kill some creep tumors. Hey, Birdman. Let it land. Let it land. There we go. Boom, boom. Well, both players, I mean, the macro has been pretty good on both sides. The engagements has left a lot to be desired. Use the snipes. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. Siege the libs. They all immediately get abducted. Come on, Hard Neper. Oh, man. No, his army control. His macro is fantastic. The macro has been great out of Hard Neper. But this guy just cannot micro to save his life. I could have won this game 3 times with the army this dude has, but his control has been just lacking. And I mean, I know that it sounds a little mean, but I'm going to tell you, his macro is fantastic. He's done a really good job pumping out units. Tons of units rolling out, not blocked, got up 3-3. Actually, no, I guess the upgrades are not quite where they could be with that second eBay doing nothing. But all in all, I really like it. But Skirvin Ho, despite all the damage he took early on, he's got everything he could possibly need now. And suddenly, I was pretty sure that Hard Neper was going to win this one at the start. But now, I don't think so. Just wait for Bane speed. Yeah, he's got Bane speed +3. No melee upgrades is going to hurt because those Zerglings, without any attack upgrades, those Zerglings are they're gonna be riding the struggle bus. He just needed the stim and A move. Yeah, and he couldn't do that. That's what terrifies me. There's no medevacs. Where's the medevacs? Where's the meat? Oh, he didn't even siege all the libs. No. Oh God. I'm gonna be sick. Hard Neper, I'm only hard on you because, well, that sounds weird. Look, it just, I want to see you succeed, okay? I'm very biased. Everybody on Reddit who's never met me will tell you that. Okay? Obviously, the Zerg player doesn't deserve to win because it's impossible for that to happen. The Zerg player did a pretty good job taking bases. I would have liked to see more creep spread. Creep spread was very weak, especially since nothing really came down this pathway after the first attack. That failed miserably. But like the unit comp's great. I would get I would get like 4 medevacs. Just squeeze 4 medevacs in. There you go. +1 melee finally from the Zerg. I don't see how Zerg can lose if Terran keeps taking fights like this. Like fighting off creep, I can see Skirvinho losing if he tries to attack. But honestly, with how bad the engagement control's been from Hard Neper, like, man, if you could combine Hard Neper's macro with who was the Terran player doing that great harass but not macroing back home, like Daywalker. Oh man, those two could be quite the Archon there. But like these libs all siege up, the biles hit, parasitic bombs on them, and suddenly the Marine stim, and that actually looks a little bit better, I guess, because it's off creep. But you haven't won me back yet. You haven't won the audience back yet, Hard Neper. What league is this? This is from the GSL Codes round of 32. Well, 3-3 is going to come in for the bio, and that's going to help. You need to know if you could macro your way out of this. Well, that's what I'm saying. Hard Neper would do the macro for you, and you would just micro. Your unit control is good. The unit control has been the issue. Hard Neper could have won this game the first push. His first push was like an easy win. I sincerely believe that even a little bit of micro would have won that first fight for Hard Neper. But he didn't stim. He didn't use the Ravens. And he just fought against concaved Hydra Ravager without anything sieged or stemmed or split. And all of a sudden, Hard Neper, with a little bit of splitting, gets the cloak off, but the Overseer is here. I mean, I think it's a little too late with this, too. Like, it's such a ragtag assortment of units. He EMPs Hydras. Were we worried about the Vipers at that point? I don't know. The one thing he does like doing, taking bases, he's going to find out, oh, it's not that easy, huh? No, because there's other units in the game. This poor Zerg player doesn't even know, man. He doesn't even know. Well, now he knows a little bit more. Yeah, this is actually innovation smurfing against rogue smurfing. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Every big streamer just plays in Bronze League all day nowadays. So when people want to see high quality games, they all come from Bronze League. Isn't that fascinating? He's using banelings on the rocks. No! Okay. Oh. I was gonna cry if all those other banelings just blew up on the rocks like that. I was actually gonna be really upset. Please, for the love of God, Hard Neper, learn how to micro in the next 20 seconds. Build a medevac. Build a medevac. Build a medevac. Do it. He has 98 SCVs. He has 98 SCVs and no medevac. Come on, buddy. Oh man, he's making this so hard on himself. He's pretty much got Marine Ghost versus Hydra Ravager Bane. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Hard Neper. This one just, we're gonna have to take you out back now. Put you out of your misery. Man, Skirvinho just, despite the early harass, Skirvinho took quite a bit of damage at the start of this game, and he did fantastically. Look at all these starports. Look at all that money. Hard Neper had it all. But nothing lasts forever. He's sorry. He can't be perfect. Now it's just too late. And he can't go back. This planetary fortress is gonna get, it's gonna cast smite on this. There you go. Rip Hard Neper, guys. Can we get some F's in the chat from a boy? He had this game in the bag, man. He had this game on like Amazon Fresh 2-hour delivery. The lady handed it to him. She said, I'm gonna give you 20% off for no reason. And he said, And then he actually just immediately in that moment shoved his whole hand down his own throat until he suffocated. That's how much he had this game in the bag and threw it away. He has thrown this game so hard, they called pass interference on him as the thrower. Because he made it impossible for anyone to catch. So now we just wait for the Zerg player to kill him, I guess, right? In theory, this army's great, but he just was never in position. No. And now that good macro doesn't matter because he has no money because the map's mined out. And Skirvinhell's like, I'm just going to keep blowing up your bases, dog. Yeah. Stick a sock in this one, guys. It's done. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Did not use one spell with the ghosts. Hey, give him some credit. He EMP'd some Hydras earlier. He did EMP some Hydralisks earlier in this game. They call this, this is called docking. Don't Google that, kids. Okay. I don't know what he's gonna do. Is it possible for the Zerg player to lose now? I don't think so. If he had tanks instead of Liberators, he would win if he EMP'd the Vipers? Maybe, yeah. Well, the controlled isn't anywhere near as sharp as it needed to be for Liberators to have been useful. He's been just really slow about the siege and the unsiege and... Like, no offense. His macro was great. His build was fantastic. I loved everything until the part where he had to fight, and then he just every fight just looks like this, and that's disappointment because I feel like hard neper you've got a lot of positive things to take out of this, but you got to work on your micro, dog. I do like Marine split challenge, maybe make unit tester online and just put armies against each other and just try to do like quick setups and stuff, you know what I mean? Get rapid fire on snipe for your ghosts. He could have sniped so many units this game. He had so many ghosts and none of them used snipe at all. And now this orbital command with 200 energy is going to get bopped. How many Marines lost? Let's see. 254 and 50 ghosts. He lost 50 ghosts. The ghosts haven't done anything all game, so I didn't even realize that he had built that many. Now he goes and fights. There's the EMP, but the Viper energy is not your problem right now, bruh. Oh, molasses. Oh, sweet Christmas. Ah! This poor ghost. He's gonna run out of energy and he's gonna die in 3, 2, 1. Well, I think that's enough casting today. Think I've seen enough, boys. Think I've seen enough. Actually, my camera shut off. It's seen enough of me seeing this.